All right, folks, as the shirt says, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. That's correct. Today is Wednesday. I'm wearing pink, and Battle Mats 2 goes down this Friday night, live from Vancouver, British Columbia. The second ever Battle Mats, the 165-pound 8-man tournament is going down on Friday night. We were supposed to have a super fight between Jordan Stutt and Daniel Richard. Unfortunately, that one fell through. Jordan had to pull out of that match, but we'll hopefully get him as well as Daniel on an upcoming card. I've done all the matchmaking for this event. It is fireworks. The alternate match is bananas. These two purple belts gonna go balls to the walls, I tell you. So let's go through these matchups and see what we got for Friday night. And we'll go through with the alternate match first. Let's watch this post from Battle Mats.
Yeah, so I started with my dad originally. We both started around the same time. I got into competing, and then my sister joined as a way to learn how to defend herself. And then later on, my mom got involved. So now we all compete, we all coach, and it's just amazing to be able to train and compete with my family.
My older cousin, he actually introduced me to kickboxing, and then from there I went to a gym called WKX, and then they also had jiu-jitsu classes over there, and then I met Dion, started rolling, and haven't stopped since.
Cool. What do you like?
As you can see, the odds there have Kyle McLaughlin as the slight favorite over Sukhman Sandhu. This one, as I said, it's going to be bananas. Both these guys hunt for the finish. Both of them like big scrambles. Connection is going to be key in this match. If there's space, someone's going to close the distance and get to the inside position. I'm not going to make a pick for this one. I'm not going to make a pick for any of them, actually. But I think that if you are going to be watching this event, this alternate match to kick off the event is going to start the evening at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time on pay-per-view. You can check out the pay-per-view link in the description below. And man, this one's going to kick things off with a bang. Next up, we got Keegan Mulholland against...
I have a lot of control when I grapple. I don't like to just slap on a sub and see if it hits. I prefer to actually dominate my partner, have control, so that there's no chance for them. Once it's there, it's going to finish.
I think he's very flowy. He's very comfortable in any position, and I think that just comes from him training for so long. I do think that can get him in trouble. I actually saw him at trials being very flowy, kind of working through positions, not really trying to be persistent at keeping dominant positions. He ended up getting his back taken and got choked. So I think that is maybe where his downfall would be, is just being a little bit too flowy, too lax. And then with some, at this level, you can't really let someone get that big of an advantage on you and get your back or get your arm, get your legs. But again, he's an escape artist. I've watched some of his other matches, and he's a squirrely guy, hard to keep hold of.
So as you see there, Keegan, a pretty big favorite in this match, a -220, I believe it said on that odds. Kenny he's no slouch either. I got these guys in this bracket for a reason. They're all going to be hunting for the finish. They're all great competitors, and they're all going to be looking to make it to the finals. Both these guys have a bit of a different skill set. They both like to compete a lot. I'm very excited for this matchup. Probably one of the I don't even want to say the top matchups in the bracket, because as I said, every single one of these could potentially be fight of the night or submission of the night or whatever you want to say, because all of these guys are going to bring it. But that's a match that I'm really looking forward to. The next one up, we got Kevin Giroux against Ethan McNeil. These two guys, again, very differing styles. They've, I believe, competed against each other in the past, and Kevin beat Ethan, but Ethan's game has changed quite a bit in terms of the technicality and what he brings to the table in this match. So let's watch and see who we got as a favorite in this one.
We were going back and forth with each other, and I was trying to make him think that I was passing, and I went to get his legs, and I remember I went for a straight ankle.
Maybe tap.
I got him.
The first time that Kevin beat me was by ankle lock, and this time I'm definitely going to heel hook him.
Again, very close odds, and Kevin the slight favorite in this one, not a huge favorite, but as you saw, uh, this one, I mean, both these guys hunting for the finish. They're both going to look to get the job done, and again, like every other matchup on this one, it's as exciting as they come. And I know a lot of guys talking in the lead up. If you go through the Battle Mats Instagram page, you can check it out at battle_mats. These guys are. A lot of people are looking forward to this Kevin Drew, Ethan McNeil opening round matchup. The next one we got Justin Mullen against Janik. See the odds in this one.
Started listening to Beal. That was the biggest thing. He's like, hey, play top. Like start actually using top pressure. Like, and I guess it's been in the last year or so. I got now like in my gym. I have a wrestling program. I have a wrestling coach. And he has helped me a lot. And a couple of my guys are really good wrestlers, and girls are a couple are good wrestlers. So I actually just stand and play with them. I realize now, like worst case scenario, I end up on the ground. It's okay. I sit down anyway, so I might as well try standing first before I just.
Favorite submission? Darts or try. I like all the submissions, man. I don't really have a favorite one. Whatever I can get to in 10 seconds is probably my favorite one.
Funny because that interview I believe is from Battle Mats 1, but Justin Mullen, the slight favorite. Very, very close odds in that one as well. Justin just got his black belt. He talked about some guys and girls that are good wrestlers at his gym. Kaya Manaspo just went down ADCC Youth Championship, came in second place in that. And my goodness, the kid is a phenomenal wrestler, a phenomenal grappler, and Justin has her in his gym at school. Obviously not an adult by any means, but again, someone who can push the pace with him and is competing at the highest level. Janik has a gym where he's competing with some of the best local competitors, and this one could be a leg lock shootout. Justin said he likes to get on top. He's listened to Nabil, and he's going to try to put that top pressure. Janik has the same thing. This one could go either way, and that's why the odds are so close. I think experience could come into play in this one, but you never know. Again, these matchups are fire. And the last one I want to show you guys before I let you go here for this preview is Derek Bergen against Rafael Campos. This one's an interesting one.
And we are here in Vancouver almost like 5 years. So maybe those guys don't know me right now. And then I'm back, right, for the tournaments. So I'm here to show all my jiu-jitsu, all my old school style.
So what do you like to accomplish of jiu-jitsu?
It's not always the strongest, biggest guy, the biggest muscles. It's who can use the most technique. It's a very technical sport, and you're not necessarily going to beat somebody just because you're stronger than them. If you have better technique, you can beat them out. I'm not necessarily the strongest guy, so I compete in higher weight classes often just so that I can prove my technique versus people who are bigger and stronger.
As you see there, Rafael Campos probably the biggest favorite on the card. I'm guessing mostly because he's the black belt, Derek Bergen's a purple belt. But you know what? The experience factor in this one could come into play as well. And experience over time, like recent time, because Rafael Campos just competed for the first time in what he said was 5 years at Fight to Win a couple weeks ago. Derek Bergen, he gets out there and he competes all the time. I believe he competed a couple weekends ago. He competed last weekend. Might not have gotten his hand raised and done the job that he wanted to do, but he gets out there and he competes all the bloody time. So this one, don't let belt levels fool you. Also, Derek is going to come into this one as probably one of the biggest competitors in this bracket. He's not usually 165 pounds, let me tell you that. This is a very interesting matchup from a stylistic standpoint. He's an MMA guy. Rafael Campos is a grappler and a black belt in jiu-jitsu. As you saw on the screen there as well, there are limited tickets available. So if you want tickets, make sure you hit up info@battlefieldfight.com, and you can check out Battle Mats 2. Limited tickets available. Again, I will have the pay-per-view link in the description below. Make sure you check out Slappy's, the best vodka soda in town. Battle Mats 2, Friday night, live in Vancouver, BC.